Everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Wednesday, November 21st, new comic book day, and wanted to show some books that I picked up that I got in the mail and some that I picked up at one of my local shops. And then I'll also highlight books that are coming out next Wednesday, November 28th, and give you kind of a recap of what I think is hot and what I think is worth targeting. So we'll dig right into it. First off is Venom number 6. This is the scanned variant. This was a store exclusive with Frankie's Comics. Yeah, I remember when I got this I ordered this probably 2-3 months ago, and I guess there was a problem with Marvel when the shipping. I think one of the corners was really badly dented and damaged, so I had to wait a while to get this. I mean, it took me, I think, at least 2 months to get this. So it's a little late in getting it, but it wasn't really Frankie's Comics' fault. It was more of Marvel, the publisher. They just sent him a batch of dented books, which Marvel does that all the time, so I'm not surprised. But I just really like this cover. Scan does a great job. I mean, I love his artwork, and this one is one of the best I think I've seen with Null on the cover there. So you never know where they're going to go with this character. I mean, Cates has done a great job with the series. I think the series is going to be one of those great series that we'll be talking about for decades. And you never know, some of these store exclusive covers could heat up eventually. You never know. I just like the image. I mean, it's more of a cover buy, and it was cheap. It was only $12. They had a version of this as well, but you know, I just thought the trade dress was fine for the money, $12. Another book I picked up here is Middle West number 1. This is the Scotty Young variant. It's a 1 in 20 variant. So the store owner had to buy 20 issues of the regular cover, which is this one right here. That's the A cover. You would have had to have purchased 20 of these to get one of these. So most of the shops I called around to, most of them only had about one of these available. So, and I kind of have a bad story. I went to one of the shops this morning. I was on my way to an appointment, and I knew they opened at 10, so I was the first one at the door, ready to walk in there. I walk in there, go over to the rack where I kind of knew the independent image books were, and there was a guy that came in right behind me, and we both reached for this cover at the same time, and he basically snatched it away from me. That's like a total jerk. So I kind of had a few words with him. I told him what I thought about him, and I was pretty upset. You know, I guess it's fair game. I mean, I feel like I should have gotten it because I was in line at the front of the door of the store first. Therefore, it should give me rights. And literally, I walked up to the book before he did, and as I was reaching for it, he literally jumped forward and grabbed it right before I did. So, I mean, I don't think I've ever had that happen to me before at a comic book shop. And I don't think I've ever done that. I'm pretty sure I would have never done that to anybody else. It was kind of a dick move. So I was pretty upset about it. But I digress. I did call another shop, and the guy there was happy. I was fortunate. He was able to pull this aside for me. Now, granted, I didn't get this for cover price, obviously. This is a store, you know, it's an exclusive 1 in 20, so I did pay $35 for this, but you know, I see that it's selling considerably more on eBay. You know, it's a $60, $65 book. I'm not a huge Scotty Young fan. I mean, I think his covers are pretty cool. I kind of like this one only because it's all white cover, and you've got this enemy, you know, and the protagonist in the story is a storm, and it's just kind of an interesting image. I remember seeing this on pre-order through one of the comic shops that you can pre-order variants from, and I think they wanted $25, $30, and I don't know why I didn't do it. I probably should have just pre-ordered it and not had to try to wrestle somebody for it at another shop. But it's a cool cover. I mean, I like it. I also was able to pick up the B cover, which is a 1 in 10 variant. It's kind of a cool cover as well, and I got that for like $15. But I remember seeing this on Midtown for $25 and passed on it. So, yeah, it cost me $10 more. But seeing as how it's going for a lot more than that now, I feel like I'm happy to own this. And I don't plan on selling it. I'll probably just keep it in my collection. Especially if the story's good. You know, if there's potential for the the story to get picked up or optioned eventually. Scotty Young's been doing a pretty good job. I've been liking his writing on Deadpool lately, so I'm going to keep that in the old personal collection, I think. Another one from Frankie's Comics, store exclusive, is Green Lantern #1. This is the Mattina variant. Francesco Mattina, hardest working man in comics, I think. I don't think anybody produces more cover artwork than he does. He's on 2 different DC titles a month. He does store exclusives. I think he does an IDW cover every month. I mean, the guy is unbelievable. I don't know how he does it. But yeah, it's a cool cover, and it's a reboot of Green Lantern. Sometimes Grant Morrison's good. I don't know if that'll be the case here, but I haven't read it yet, so I'll let you know on that. Be reading that pretty soon. Another book I picked up is a Venom #7. This is the Clayton Crane variant. Just thought it was pretty cool. I like the fact that he's holding the Infinity Gauntlet. I guess if Venom ever gets a hold of the Infinity Gauntlet, this will be the first appearance of him holding it would be technically this cover issue. So I don't think that'll ever happen, but you never know. Venom is becoming more and more powerful as time goes on. I just think it's pretty cool. I like Clayton Crane. I think he does a great job. His artwork is fantastic. And I ended up getting actually 3 of these. I thought I had only ordered 1, but I ended up getting 3 in the mail today. So I don't know if I clicked the button too many times, or I might have been drinking that night. When sometimes I'll be up late, looking at comic books, and it's probably not a good thing. I don't know, mental error perhaps, but I didn't mean to buy 3 of these, so might put 1 or 2 up for sale on eBay eventually. So let's jump right into books that are coming out next Wednesday, the 28th. And we'll start with Dark Horse. Let me blow this up a little bit, make it a little easier to see. I don't think there was any Dark Horse books. Stranger Things, I'd say if I was going to buy one of these covers, I think that was pretty cool. I like that cover. All black cover with just a cool image. That's issue #3, but I've not been collecting it, so I don't plan on buying it. So no Dark Horse for me this week, not that I see. Aquaman Justice League Drowned, I don't know. I don't like either of these covers. I mean, this is a Manapul cover, and then this is a Dale Keown cover. I'm not a big fan of Dale Keown. Keown, is that how you pronounce his name? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just not a big fan of his artwork, but... and the story, I read the first couple with the prelude, the first issue. I don't know. It just seems... I'm a little disappointed in the Aquaman story, so I probably won't buy that issue or continue with it. Batgirl, you've got a Sean Murphy. This is #29. You got a Sean Murphy cover, which looks pretty cool. You also have a very nice Middleton cover. I'm sure that one will be hot. Lately, his covers have not been, even though they're good, they've not been selling out. This one might. I mean, this is a pretty cool image. Just Batgirl, I think people lately are only buying it because of the covers. I mean, the story's okay. I mean, I've read them. It's not anything to write home about, but the covers have certainly been very good. So that's probably why it's been selling lately. Batman Beyond #26. A cover is the one I would go with. This has got the Joker image on the front. That's a pretty cool looking image. I would be buying that for sure if I were you. The B cover, the Johnson cover, that's okay. Johnson usually does a pretty good job, but I just think the A cover is way better with the Joker on the front there. What else have I been buying? Heroes in Crisis. I've been picking that up just for the storyline. The cover's okay. I mean, there's nothing fantastic about it. I picked up the first 2 issues. I'll probably continue with this until the end, just in case, they've been killing off some DC characters, and you never know what they're going to do. So I think it's worth picking up. I've not been impressed with the Ryan Sook covers. The file copy with a photograph. I mean, I know it just doesn't do anything for me. I'll move down a little further here with DC. You got a Putri cover with Titans #30, the B cover. That looks pretty cool. I like that cover. don't think I've picked, you know, the Titans, I've been kind of dropping Titans. It's been all right, but I just not been reading it that much. You got a Jenny Frison cover. That looks pretty cool for Wonder Woman. I've been collecting that. And you got Hexwise #2. I think that's a Joelle Jones cover. I like the first issue. I picked up the Hexwives, the Frison B cover, and I thought it was good. And I've not been a huge fan of Vertigo Comics lately. I think the story's been a little weak, but this one might be good. I'm willing to give it a try with issue #2 and see if it gets better. Dynamic Entertainment. The only thing that looked pretty cool was this Kiss cover. I mean, that's pretty badass. I love that cover. I'm not a Kiss, you know, I don't have any Kiss, I don't even think I have any Kiss comic books in my collection, to be honest. Not a huge fan of their music. I think some of their songs are okay, but you know, you pretty much had to grow up in the 70s and be part of that generation. I grew up in the 70s, but you know, my parents would have never let me listen to Kiss. So I grew up in a very religious household. That would have been a big no-no, listening to anything like Kiss. So I just think that is an awesome, awesome cover, though. I would say that's a pure cover buy if I could find it, but I definitely would buy that. But it's sold out on Midtown, so that probably will be a hot cover. I think that was it that I saw on Dynamic Entertainment. IDW, I don't think I saw anything on there that was, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Uncle Scrooge, not really into any of that stuff. Image, I might try this Warning #1 out, see if that's any good. A lot of times I'll buy Image #1s just because you never know. I mean, it could be a hot book or whatever. I'll just buy it, maybe the first couple issues and try it out. For Marvel, Daredevil 612, I think that's going to be I think that's the end of the regular Daredevil series. They're going into a reboot of Daredevil. So that book will probably be pretty hot. I do like, this is the, Kyle Holtz cover. So Kyle Holtz, he's been doing a lot of cover work lately. His career has basically been revitalized by Donny Cates. Donny Cates redid, well, he came out with Web of Venom, which is basically rebooting Carnage. And the old Carnage book that was really, really good that Donny Cates had mentioned several times was called Carnage Mind Bomb. And Holtz was the artist in that book. And you're going to see a lot of covers coming out with him lately, Kyle Holtz. So I don't know that he's had a lot of work prior to the last several months, kind of with Cates mentioning him and mentioning that old book, Carnage Mind Bomb. But he did more stuff in the 90s. But he's doing a lot more artwork now. I mean, this is a pretty cool cover. I'm picking that up for sure. The Synchronez cover, that looks pretty cool. I might be picking that up. You've also got a TV variant cover. That one's pretty cool. And the old J. Scott Campbell cover for $85. That's overrated in my opinion. I'm very biased. I'm not a big fan of J. Scott Campbell. If you've been watching my videos, you probably heard me say that a few times. And you've also got this remastered Bill Everett variant. That's a throwback, right? Back to the 60s. That looks pretty cool. I don't think I would spend $170 on that. Old Man Logan '1, I don't know. I mean, that Superlog variant, that looks kind of cool. It reminds me of like an ancient, what is it, like ancient Chinese frescoes? I don't know. I mean, that's kind of a cool cover. I like that. The rest of the covers, I think, are a little overpriced. You've got a Hildebrandt cover. Sometimes his covers are hot. I mean, that is a pretty nice looking cover. The coloring is nice on that. $42.50. I don't know about that. I'll be picking up Fantastic Four #4. This is the first appearance of the Fantastics, I think they're called. I don't know if this is an alternate universe of Fantastic Four type characters. I'm not too sure. Obviously I haven't read it yet, but that's the first appearance anyways. I love Esad Ribick's covers, so I'll be picking it up I would pick it up just for the cover buy, regardless of what's in the issue. A little further down, yeah, that's the name of them. Fantastic variant cover. So there's actually a variant cover of the team as well there for $42.50. Yeah, I like the A cover way better for $3.99. Okay, Ironheart #1. There's a lot of variants for this. The one that's going to be very, very hot is the Stephanie Hans cover. That is a hot cover. I mean, that is beautiful, no doubt about it. I looked on eBay real quick. It's been selling between $125 to $160 on eBay already. This book just, you know, it hasn't even come out yet. It's coming out next Wednesday. Midtown probably had this available for 30 seconds at $42.50. It's gone. I mean, I usually get on there right around 1:30 and try to grab stuff quickly, but I don't know. I mean, this thing was sold out instantly. So that could be, I would say this could be very similar to Spider-Gwen #1, that variant, that young variant, or Jung variant. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but it could be like that, where this could be, you know, this could be a $200, $300, $400, $500, $600 cover. It's a 1 in 50. Now, granted, the Spider-Gwen was, I think that was a 1 in 50 as well, but I don't think the print run was quite as big on that. It's hard to say. I mean, I don't know. It's all speculation. So who knows what the print run is on this book? This I have a feeling this title, you know, I think by next Wednesday you're going to see this going for $250, $300 is what I'm suspecting. I could be wrong, maybe more. But it feels similar to that Spider-Gwen variant where just everybody wanted it. It became a very hot thing. I mean, it's pretty cool image. The coloring, it's beautifully rendered. It's a nice cover, no doubt about it. And for $50, absolutely worth it, no doubt about it. But this is one of those things where, you know, if you could have seen this 2 or 3 weeks ago, you might have been able to pre-order it through a website. You know, you might have been able to, there's several websites that will let you pre-order things in advance. So it could be one of those things where there may have been, you know, worth your time to go through. And if you had seen that image, that's the problem, is I don't know if this image was available until recently. So it might have been hard to even pre-order it unless you just knew that, hey, I'm going to take a chance. It's a Hans variant. I'm going to go ahead and pre-order it. But that's a hot book. I mean, that'll be a couple $100 easily, I think, by next Wednesday, if not already. There's also a Jen Bartel variant. It's okay. Same price. The Hans is way better, in my opinion. All right, moving down the list here. As to what else I might be getting. Spider-Girls #2. You've got the Yasmin Putri. That's pretty good. But I like this cover. Who is this artist again? Gang Hook Lim. Gang Hook Lim. I don't think I've heard of him. $30. That could be worth it. I think that is a nice looking cover. For $30, I'm assuming it's like a 1 in 25 probably. Usually at that price point, it's a 1 in 25. So that could be worth getting. Ghost Spider #2's out. The incentive cover, that's okay. I don't think that's going to be too hot. Move down a list here. Uncanny X-Men #3. You got a Lupacino variant. That's pretty cool. Marvel's just doing a lot of variants these days. It's kind of sickening. Now we're into Independence. Edgar Allan Poe, Snifter of Terror. Man, that's a weird looking image. That's very strange. In his underwear, his tighty whities. It's sold out, Ahoy Comics, so I don't know. That might be a hot comic book, I guess. It's a very, very strange cover. You got Star Wars End by Antarctic Press. Oh, Star's End, I'm sorry. Oops, not Star Wars. Star's End. That has been sold out. I don't know anything about that. All I know is that Antarctic Press is very low print run. It's probably only like 1,000 copies of that book, so it sells out pretty quick, consistently. I'll go down a little further here. What else caught my eye? I think there's maybe one or two other things here. Oh, Junior High Horrors #2. I bought Junior High Horrors #1, the Exorcist homage rather. These look pretty good. This is The Thing. That's a homage to The Thing. That looks pretty cool. And then you've got this, I don't know what that is. Oh, it's supposed to be Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street in a teddy bear. Okay. And then you've got a cover D, which is a Lethal Weapon parody. I don't really remember what the Lethal Weapon poster looked like, but supposedly is a parody of that. I don't know, so that might be worth picking up. The first issue was pretty good. It was okay. Rick and Morty, that's usually a must-buy for me. You got a B cover there and the A cover for Rick and Morty. I usually buy that every month. Dredge, Final Judgment. Another Jock cover that's sold out already, not surprised. Monstrous #1, Source Point Press. Their books have been pretty hot, so I would probably pick this up at $3.99. It could be pretty good. Their stuff usually sells out. Their Scout Comics, same thing. And you got Monarchs #1. A lot of their stuff sells out pretty quickly, so very, very low print runs typically. I think that was it. Oh, House of Waxwork. I've been collecting. I collected the first 2 issues. I liked it. I thought it was good. So I'll probably pick up that 3rd issue there. I missed this comic book, These Savage Shores. That looks kind of interesting. From Vault Comics. I think that was it, though. Yeah, that was it. Those are the books that I wanted to highlight that are coming out next Wednesday. So, yeah, let me know what you guys thought on the video. I know it's a little long here. I kind of highlighted a lot of books, but, yeah, leave a comment if you would. Please hit the like button. Hit the notification button if you haven't already, and please subscribe to my channel. I would love to hear your comments as well. And that's what I had for the week. I think I might have a few books coming in between now and over the weekend. So I know tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy time with your families. Eat some nice food. Watch some football games. And I will either post a video on the weekend or beginning of next week. All right, everybody. Have a good one.